Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not here and you've been here for a while, then why not put the notification bell on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have a much requested October buys. I just had no time to fit it in right at the beginning of November, so I'm finally sitting down and showing you all the makeup that I bought throughout the month of October. I mean, I don't think it's too bad this month. I mean, for the average person, this is extortionate, like no need to buy this much makeup, but for me, I feel like my worst months have passed and I'm getting a little bit better, trying to save a little bit more money, but you know me, I can't help but keep purchasing makeup. So if you'd like to see all the makeup that I bought throughout the month of October, then please keep watching. I'll try and go kind of in order of things that I bought, but I'm not gonna lie, it's probably not very accurate. And before I do get into this, I do want to just let you know that I have unboxed like gift sets and mystery bags and stuff this month, so I won't be showing you all of that. I'll just link the videos down below. They include like the Makeup Obsession Count On Me gift set or Don't Count On Me gift set, XX Revolution Christmas gift set I also unboxed, and I also just unboxed the Doll Beauty mystery bags. So if you want to know what I got in those, then I'll link them down below. It will just make this video so much longer, and I want to try and make this video as quick as possible, so let's get into it. So the first things that I purchased in October was pretty much the Revolution and Nightmare Before Christmas range. That video has over 4,000 views, which is absolutely mental. Had no idea it was going to do that well. There is also a lip gloss, and I've forgotten to get it out and I can't be bothered to get up and go and get it, but I'll just show you the palettes and stuff. So this is the Jack Eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. So I've obviously done a video on a lot of these products that I've already bought this month, and I will link those down below. But this is the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. It is currently out of stock, but it will be restocked in December, so if you did not get a chance to pick this up when it officially launched, then don't worry, you get another chance next month. This range was quite expensive for Revolution. The palette was £15, and then they also released single highlighters, and these cost £8. I really liked this range. It wasn't the best quality, but I was really impressed with the highlighter. This is the Moonlight Mischief and Madness highlighter, and it's just absolutely stunning. Hate the packaging. Think it's really unnecessary, but I do love the actual highlighter itself. And then, as I said, I did pick up a lip gloss, which I think was about £4 or £5, and that was really nice as well. So I did like the collection. I just know Revolution can do stuff a whole lot better quality, but for the collection itself and for what it is, I thought it was really good. So if you want to see it in action, then make sure you click the link below. Next, I picked up the XX Revolution's newest release, which is their Next Generation Shadow Palette. If I can open it. This is basically a huge nude eyeshadow palette. It's really beautiful, and these XX palettes are super good quality. So I do really recommend the XX range because it's just so much like better quality than the normal affordable Revolution range. I don't know, you can just tell that this is a little bit more special, but I have done a video on this, so if you'd like to see this in action, I'll leave it linked down below. And yeah, I really like this palette, so I do highly recommend it. And then along with that palette, I did pick up 2 lipsticks by Art Revolution. You guys know that I've been absolutely loving the Salted Caramel one, which is this one. These cost literally £5 each, and they are incredible. This is the Salted Caramel one. And then I also picked up Honeycomb, which I haven't been wearing as much because this is like a grey toned lipstick. It is super unique, I really like it. But I did use this in my Beauty Bay Book of Magic review if you'd like to see what this looks like on. I picked all of that up in one order, and then I made another Revolution order. I mean, I made a lot of Revolution orders, but my next one was the Precious Glamour collection.
Just want to let you know, I've just watched the last remaining half of Doctor Sleep.
Oh, what did you think of it?
Fucking banging film.
Okay, well you need to watch The Shining.
Yeah.
And then watch the whole of Doctor Sleep on its own. But no, it's a good film, but you need to watch The Shining first and then watch that. Here's Johnny!
Yeah, love it.
Love you. This is what the Precious Glamour collection looks like. You might recognise this mascara from some of my reviews. This is the collection that has the little butterfly rings on it. I must admit this mascara in the collection is not the best. It's quite a drying formula, but for the bottom lashes it does the job. Also in this collection you get a lipstick with the ring on it as well. I've got mine in the shade, it doesn't say, but this is part of the collection as well, and look how pretty it is. I've done this in the complete backwards order, but I also picked up one of the lip glosses. I mean, look at this packaging, I absolutely love it. And this is in the shade Luxuriant. And then I also picked up these two items. This one is a highlighter, and you might recognise this from my October favourites because I've been absolutely loving it. Look how gorgeous the packaging is. This is the $1 Million highlighter, and it is just absolutely incredible, really good quality. And then finally, from this collection, I picked up, of course, one of the eyeshadow palettes, and this is the Megastar Crystal Luxe palette. And it is a really nice quality, like, darker nudes palette. It's really beautiful. The shimmers in here are incredible, and there's a shade called Angel, which is amazing. Makeup Obsession actually released quite a few new bits this month, including their collab with Illuminati Tiffany. This is the Kaleidoscopic Dreams palette. How beautiful is this? This is £20. I haven't been giving you prices, but I'll leave links to everything down below, so if there's anything you're interested in, then you can just check them out. This is £20, so it's the most expensive palette that Makeup Obsession have done. However, look how beautiful it is. I know the layout is not to everyone's taste, but it just looks a little bit more fun. Here you have a whole rainbow spectrum full of shades. You have shimmers, and you have like black, white. You literally have everything you could possibly need, and I was really impressed with this palette. And then she also launched eyeliners. She launched a purple, pink, blue, bit of a what is that word called? Chartreuse or something, that yellowy green, and also an orange. These all retail for £12 for like all of them, and that makes them like £2.40 each. They're really affordable. They are pencils, but they are super creamy, and I really recommend these if you want to buy some affordable coloured eyeliners. These are really good. So I might as well show you the other bits I got from Makeup Obsession this month. So next is the Honey Lust eyeshadow palette. This costs £12, and it's like a huge palette. Like, how are the other palettes £10? I do not know, but this is such a beautiful like neutrals palette, and then it has these two rows at the bottom that have a little bit more colour on them. It also has a huge mirror inside, which is incredible. And again, this is a palette that I really liked. I did struggle a little bit with this, but once I got past that, I really enjoyed the look that I created, and I just think for £12 you can't go wrong. And then the other two little palettes I picked up are ones that I've not actually reviewed yet. I am planning on reviewing these very soon, hopefully one this week or next week. I'm trying to think then when I'm uploading this video, but this should be Monday that you're watching this, fingers crossed. So hopefully one of these will be up next week, if not the week after. So the first one is called Basic. These cost £6, and they're just part of their like Christmas collection. So this is what Basic looks like. It's a little bit more on the neutral cool tone side, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pressed pigments in here, so I'm looking forward to giving these a go. And then the other one is called Stun, which is probably my favourite out of the pair of them, because I mean, you'll see why in a second. Obviously, this is the one that I prefer more. It's got pinks and oranges, like coral tones in here, and the shimmers look incredible. Like, how pretty is that? Like, this is a me palette, and I'm really excited to give these a go. With those little Makeup Obsession palettes, I also picked up this from Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define Satin Matte Powder Foundation with Hyaluronic Acid and Cannabis Sativa. I picked mine up in the shade P1, by the way, and it looks like this. It has a little powder puff, and then you just flip the plastic over, and then you... Oh, okay. That didn't work. You flip the plastic over, and that is the powder there. I have tried this a good few times, and you know what, guys, I actually really like it. It is £8, so it's not super affordable. However, it gives the most beautiful finish on your skin. I don't get why it says satin matte. I'm sure you can only have like satin and matte. It is like a satin powder, and it gives your skin that like most beautiful glow, not over the top, just like a really nice subtle glow, and I really like it. Also has very good coverage on it and it's very smoothing, so I do recommend this if you like those types of powders. From XX Revolution, I did pick up their purple palette. This is the X-Gen palette. I did review their pink one, and then I did ask you guys if you wanted me to review the purple one, and then I included this in a full face of first impressions, and this is what the X-Gen palette looks like. I was super impressed with this. I absolutely love this palette so much. If you can't quite afford to get the Morphe 39S, I definitely recommend this. It just has the most beautiful purples in it. Like, look how stunning this palette is. Like, I do love my pinks, but I do love a good purple too. And I love my blues, and I love my greens. I just love a good pop of colour. This is honestly such a beautiful purple palette, and if you're after one, I would definitely recommend this. It's only £20 as well, so just makes it even better. So I did actually buy a few things from Fenty Beauty this month, but not like directly from Fenty. I did buy these off of Depop, so they are second hand. I don't ever promote buying makeup off of Depop or eBay or anything like that. It's just something I like to do to save a little bit of money, because I'm not made of it and I can't afford to keep buying all the latest like high-end makeup. So firstly, I picked up the Fenty Beauty, the True Matte Pro Filter Mattifying Primer. I actually used this today and I really like it. It's in a super luxurious glass bottle and I've been really enjoying it. So if you like your like matte primers, this could be one to pick up. I also picked up this. This is something that I've been wanting since it literally launched, and this is the cream blush in the shade Petal Poppin'. I have been like dabbing my finger in it and just giving it a little swatch, but this is what Petal Poppin' looks like. These retail for like 20 something pounds each, or I think it's £19 or £20, I can't remember. They're so expensive for a cream blush and I couldn't resist getting it for such a bargain price. These are tiny as well. Like, I have very small hands and it doesn't even cover the palm of my hand, so yeah, it is tiny. I would never have bought this full price, and do you know what, I haven't even used it yet, so I will get around to using it. Or if you want me to do a full face of Fenty or something like that, please just let me know and I'll be sure to do that for you. Next, I picked up this gift set. I'm pretty sure this is only available in America, but I managed to pick it up for such a bargain on Depop. So this is the Bombay mini lip and face set. So you get one of her like gloss bombs and also a mini highlighter in here. So this is the little gloss bomb you get in here. This is in the shade Fenty Glow. It just looks like this. I have asked for like the lip sets for Christmas because I haven't actually got any of these gloss bombs apart from this one, obviously. And then the little highlighter you get in here, it's just a little single one. This is in the shade Hustler Baby. I really hope that this will work for me. It is like a gold shade, but I'll have to actually give it a go on my skin because I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we will see. This is pretty much the same size as the little cream blushes, so that's cute. And then something else that I picked up was finally this. This is the matte bronzer in the shade In the Sun, and I've been using this and I absolutely love it. It's just something that's always been on my wish list and just never got round to picking it up, and I had got it for such a bargain on Depop that I could not resist. But this is what In the Sun looks like. I'm pretty sure this is the lightest shade and it works perfectly for a fair skin tone, so I was very happy with my Fenty Beauty purchases this month. So I did actually buy quite a few bits off of my own Patreons. I think that's it. I don't think I bought anything off of Mrs. Patreons this month. I think it was just mine. So let's go through some of the bundles that I picked up. So I bought a couple of bits off of Luxe. I picked up this mini of the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I could never spend the money on the full size. It's like 30 odd quid for this face base. So I picked up this little mini. How adorable is this? I also picked up from her the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Full Coverage Lightweight Protective Makeup. This is SPF 50, so it's quite a lot of SPF in here, and the reason I wanted to get this is because Soph always raves about it and I just want to give it a go. I've never actually tried this before, so I'm very intrigued. I picked up a mini Ciate Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer. Ciate is a brand that I absolutely love but don't own much makeup from, if that makes sense. Like, I own an eyeliner and a highlighter from them and I really like them. I really want to get one of the glow like blushers, but they're way too expensive. Like, I cannot spend that money on a blush. So I got this little mini primer off of Luxe. I also picked up this. I've wanted this for quite a while. This is the Pretty Little Glow and Dull Beauty highlighter. Like, look how stunning this is. It's like a rose gold highlighter. It's just absolutely beautiful. I used it today actually, and look how beautiful and blinding that is. It is like a gold based highlighter, but I feel like fair skin tones can get away with it, so I'm absolutely loving this. And then I also just picked up a sleek blush in the shade Rose Gold, which is supposedly meant to be a dupe. I've got hair there, ew. Supposedly meant to be a dupe of the Nars Orgasm blush. Like, how beautiful is that? And then off of Jodie, I bought a couple of bits. So I picked up the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. I'm on a bit of a mission to collect as much Benefit stuff as possible. Don't know why. I just want a lot of their stuff. So this is actually untouched. This is the shade 3, and because my brows are pretty much already done, I don't need like a pomade or anything. So products like this, like a powder or a pencil or just a brow gel, will just work really well, and I just thought, why not? I literally think that for the majority of my makeup purchases. And then I also got this, and this is something that I've wanted for a very long time. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. Oh my god, this is incredible. Like, I've wanted this for a while, and then Make Me Up Miss bought it and she absolutely loved it, and I was like, okay, well, I definitely need it then. But it just, the opportunity never come around. And then when Jodie said, does anyone want to buy this off me, I was like, ding ding ding, yes please, I do, because honestly I've wanted it for a while. And it is incredible. I have been using it, and oh my god, it's just amazing. Obviously this is super expensive. I don't know if any of you know about Glow Recipe. They're not the cheapest skincare brand, and this is just the little mini version. They do a massive 50ml glass jar for like 30 odd pounds or something. It might even be more than that, but I just got the little mini for now, and I literally am in love with this, and I can't wait to keep using it more. I actually have a Glow Recipe skincare set on my Christmas list because I really want to try more from the brand. Off of Drew, I did pick up a couple of palettes and also foundation, but I forgot to get that out of my drawer, and now that I'm sitting here I can't bother to get up. But it's the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. Again, it's something I've been wanting for a while but just never picked up, so I haven't actually used that yet, but I'll definitely try it, and if it becomes a new favourite you'll obviously know about it. I picked up these two palettes. So firstly I picked up this is the Morphe Money MUA Glam palette, and again, kind of a palette that I wanted but never actually wanted to buy, but because Drew was selling it, I was like, why not? You just get a set of 16 that is not 16, is it? It's 12, that's not 16. 12 eyeshadows, and then 2 highlighters down the side. Haven't given this a go yet, but I will at some point, I hope. But yeah, just something that I've just wanted to pick up, I guess, but never did. But I am looking forward to trying that because I do like the Morphe collab palette. So I've heard like a couple of mixed reviews on it, and I want to give it a go myself. So if you want to see videos on any of the makeup that I'm showing you today that you haven't seen videos on already, just let me know. Next I picked up this is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. They do actually have a better version than this. They have the remastered version. But if I'm being completely honest, Drew was selling this for such a bargain, and just for the sake of like saving a lot of money trying to buy the new version, I just thought I might as well get this one. Like, I think the only difference is the formula. I think she did improve the formula in the second one, but I'm not going to use this palette enough to justify spending more money on the remastered version. So I just thought, why not pick up this? Again, I'm on a bit of a mission to collect all the Huda palettes. I have just bought the new one. I know, me spending money on a new Huda palette. I did have such a huge discount on it though, and that's why I bought it. But that review will be coming up this week, so get excited for that. But yeah, I'm on a bit of a mission to collect Huda palettes, and now I have the rose gold one, and the only one that I have left to collect, because you'll see in a minute that I did pick up another Huda palette, is the Desert Dust palette. Some more goodies that I picked off of my Patreons. So firstly, I picked up some stuff off of Carly. Me and Carly are always swapping and buying makeup off of each other, and she had all this for sale, and I was just like, you know what, let's pick this up. So firstly, I picked up this is the Benefit Cheek Leaders Bronze Squad palette. I was so gutted that I didn't get it when it launched, but this is what the bronze Jesus, this is what the Bronze Squad looks like. So you get a Gold Rush blush, a cookie highlighter, absolutely love this highlighter. You get a Huda Caramel, which is really warm, like a proper warm bronzer. I probably wouldn't be able to use that. You also get a Hoola down here, and then you get a Coralista. So she was selling this for a bargain, and as always, I could not resist. I picked up this. This is the Revolution and Alexis Stone Transformation palette. I'm not gonna lie, his actual like palette is not something that I want or would reach for. This though, this like duochrome goodness, yes, I definitely wanted to pick this up. I think this is like £10 on its own, but these just look incredible, and I just think, why not? As per usual, why not? And then lastly from Kylie, I picked up a MAC blush. This is in the shade Peachy Keen, yeah, Peachy Keen, and this is what the blush looks like. Super beautiful. I do actually have another MAC blush and I use it all the time, so I'm excited to have more MAC in my collection. And then the last bits I picked up from my patrons was from Bryony. It's Being Bryony here on YouTube. Definitely check them out. I'll leave all of my like Patreon YouTubers linked down below. I picked up a lot of stuff from Bryony, well, like minis anyway. Firstly, I picked up this mini of the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. Again, like with a lot of these purchases, just something that I've wanted to try for a while but never got round to buying. I wouldn't have bought things like this full size because obviously you don't know if you're going to love it. But that's why I love minis, and that's why I love Christmas, because gift sets, you get a lot of stuff in there for a cheap price. I also picked up this mini of the Nars Climax mascara. I think Soph really likes this mascara, and while she was selling it, I was like, do you know what, let's pick it up. I've heard, yeah, as I said, I've heard good things, so I'm looking forward to trying this. I really need to start using up the mascaras I've actually got before I start opening these ones, because once you have too many mascaras open, it's like they all just go off at the same time. It's a complete waste of money, so don't open all your mascaras at the same time. And then lastly, not lastly, because there's something else in the box as well, I picked up a mini Goof Proof pencil because I did have a full-size version of this and I absolutely loved it. However, I don't need another full size because I don't really use pencils that much anymore. I'm mainly using brow gels through my brows, just especially at the minute. So I just thought, well, she's selling a mini, I might as well pick it up. And this is in the shade 2. This is the one with a slightly thicker pencil on it, and that is what it looks like. I just can't wait to start using this again. I've missed using this pencil. And then lastly from Bryony, I picked up a Morphe blush palette. This is in the shade Pop of Peach. Look how look how stunning this is. I absolutely love that middle shade, and I cannot wait to start using this. I've wanted Morphe blushes for ages, but again, just never got around to picking one up, and now I finally have one. And then the last thing that I bought second hand was this Charlotte Tilbury powder. I did just talk about this in my October favourites, and it is just incredible. Like, yes, it is so expensive, but it is just amazing. I've absolutely been loving it. It just blurs your skin, really good coverage. It's just incredible, and you need to pick this up if you can afford to, because it is amazing. And it makes me want to try more from Charlotte Tilbury, but her brand is so expensive that it's just not a brand that I can continuously purchase from, and that's why I buy a lot of it secondhand, because it's a lot cheaper. Okay, let's talk about the Beauty Bay purchases this month. So I did pick up both of their eyeshadow palette releases this month. Firstly, they launched the Sunset Horizons palette, which looks like this. It's absolutely stunning, and I was equally impressed with both of these palettes. The shimmers in here are incredible as well, and yeah, I just really love this, and love the fact that there's a mirror in here as well. Like, these palettes are only £15 each. They're so affordable and they're really good quality. And then I also picked up their second launch, which is Book of Magic, and this palette just blew me away. Like, I think I prefer this one to the Sunset Horizons palette, because look at that colour story. Like, it is stunning. Blues, greens, purples, incredible, and I really like it. I do recommend the whole Beauty Bay like makeup range. Very affordable, but very good quality as well. And then I also picked up two of the face products that I didn't have. I did pick up the highlighters, but they also released blushes. This one is in the shade Bitten. And then I picked up a bronzer, which I have actually got on today, and this is in the shade Fawn. A really nice colour for a fair skin tone. It is a little bit on the warm side, but it is a beautiful bronzer for fair skin. Doll Beauty released single blushes this month, and I got two. Basically, me and my patrons, I think it was me, Lizzie, Jodie and Carly, really wanted to get them, but they hadn't released them separately, so we bought like a whole vault of them and then like split the shades up, and then but now they're available singly, so if you want to pick them up on their own you can now. But I got the shades C'est La Vie and Costa de Doll. I used this in yesterday's video, not yesterday's because this is not going up on Sunday, this is going up on Monday. I used this in my Friends the second series review. I love the packaging, by the way, like how beautiful is that? And then that's what the back looks like, and this is the Costa de Doll shade. Oh, look how beautiful this is. It is just such a stunning like peachy pinky shade. I don't know, I absolutely love it. It is incredible. And then I also picked up the shade C'est La Vie, which is bold. Oh, it's bold, and this is a bright pink. Like, look how gorgeous this is. I can only use a little bit of this at a time, but I mean, it's just beautiful to look at, isn't it? And that is the reason that I got this shade. I forgot to show you another thing that I bought off of Depop, and this is the Huda Beauty Nude Palette. It is absolutely beautiful. I've not actually had a chance to use this yet, but I just couldn't believe the absolute bargain that I bought this palette for. Like, it is so beautiful. Since my friend Jasmine has this palette, I was like, I need this as well, but I could just never spend the amount of money on it because it was just so expensive. But this is what the palette looks like. It is just like a pinky nude palette, and it is a bit of me. Like, this is like my favourite type of colour story. This is what the palette looks like. It's nothing new. This has been out for a really long time, so you probably all know what it looks like anyway. But as I said, I'm on a mission to collect all the Huda palettes, and that was just another one I'm missing. And then I just have one more to collect, and I'll literally have all of them, which is insane. I tell you, I've bought so much makeup this year that it's actually terrifying, and I don't know how much I've spent, and I don't want to know how much I've spent. All I know is that makeup makes me extremely happy, and it's been getting me through this year, obviously when I lost my job and stuff, so makeup is like my happy place. So, you know, and I have a YouTube channel, so that is kind of another main reason why I buy this much makeup, because I can use them in tutorials and reviews and stuff. But anyway, I'm rambling, I'm making the video way longer and it doesn't need to be. I picked up two things from HMB Cosmetics, which is Holly Boone's makeup brand. Holly Boone is a YouTuber, and I picked up this because I've heard very good things about it. This is the Soft Focus Loose Powder. I picked mine up in the shade 2 Translucent. I did want Fair, but unfortunately that shade was sold out, hence why I didn't buy it. But this is what the packaging looks like. I absolutely love it. Definitely gives me like Holly Boone vibes. And what I also love about these is that on the back of the powder, I don't know if you'd be able to see because the lighting, but where my finger is, it says expiry date. Like, hello. I'm back. How good is that? Like, I wish all brands did this, but then again I don't, because 3/4 of my makeup is probably gone off. But I think that's like a really good idea. So powders like this last like 3 years, which is really good. And then actually free of my order, I did get a blush. That's kind of the reason why I ordered the powder in the first place, is because I really wanted to try her blushes, but they're like £17 for a blush. Like, that is so expensive. So with free of my order, I got this Dare to Be Different blush in the shade Oh So Snatched. And this shade is very bold. It would probably suit much better with a deeper skin tone, but I just thought with a light hand I can make that work for me. And I love the packaging as well, because you also get a little mirror in here as well. So I was very happy with those purchases. I do kind of want to do a video testing HMB Cosmetics. I just need to collect her lashes and her lip products. I think that's it. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I think she has an eyeshadow palette as well. So I'll have to collect a few more bits, and then I'll do a whole video on HMB Cosmetics. I do just want to quickly talk about the Disney stuff that launched. I won't go too much into it because I did do like 4 videos dedicated to this collection, but I picked up all 3 of the palettes, the 2 highlighters from Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast, and then also picked up all 3 lip toppers, but for some reason I've only picked up the Cinderella one. I won't go into too much detail because I literally just did the reviews on them, but these are like face and eye palettes. They retail for £15 each. They all come with a highlighter, which was £8 each. This packaging is very similar to the Nightmare Before Christmas range. And then they all come with lip toppers as well, which cost £5, and these are stunning. I absolutely love these lip toppers. The single highlighters, if you've seen my reviews, you know that I'm not a big fan of these. They're just a little bit too subtle and soft for my personal like preference. I love a blinding highlighter, as you can see, and these do not give you like blinding highlighters. I will just quickly show you one of the palettes to show what it looks like. This is the Cinderella one. This was actually my least favourite out of all 3, and this is what the Cinderella palette looks like. The blushes were really nice. The highlighters, again, a little bit on the soft side. The eyeshadow palettes were good. They weren't like the best quality that I know Revolution can do, but for the price of £15 to get all of that, I thought it was a really good deal. Plus the packaging, A-star, like amazing. I absolutely love this packaging. But my favourite palette was actually the Tiana one because it was the best quality out of all 3 of them, which was really surprising. But yeah, that it is what it is at the end of the day. You get good makeup and you get bad makeup, and just with that range it was a little bit of a mixed bag of reviews. But if you want to see it all in detail, then definitely check them out. I'll leave them linked down below. Okay, I've got 2 things left to show you, which I have reviewed, and you would have seen these by now because one of them was yesterday's video. So firstly, we have the Morphe 35XO palette. If you see my review, you know that I was extremely impressed with this palette. This is basically like the Huda Beauty nude palette, but more shades and less money. This is £24, and this palette is absolutely incredible. Like, I know to some people that this is just like a boring pinky nude palette, but to me this is my favourite type of colour story, and the fact that Morphe put the names on the palette as well just topped it off for me, and I just am such a big fan of this palette, and I cannot wait to use this more. This is going to be my favourite palette by Morphe, I already know. And then the last purchase of October was yesterday's video, and that is where I tested out the new Mama Mitchell brand, and this is the Head in the Clouds eyeshadow palette. So it comes in this little makeup pouch here, which personally, as just the everyday consumer, I don't really see the point in this. I don't really enjoy that. I'm only going to keep that because it come with the palette, and the palette costs like £40, so yeah, I'm only keeping it for that reason. If it would come free, or if not free, but if you could buy it separately, then I wouldn't have bought it, if you get what I mean. So yeah, I don't know what the point of that was. But this is the Head in the Clouds eyeshadow palette. I've literally, this is the makeup that I've got on right now. I don't know why I didn't even say that, but the eye look that I've got on right now is this Head in the Clouds eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful packaging. I'm obsessed with it, and this palette looks like this. Finger stuck. The colour story is not straightforward to me. I feel like I had to really think about what look I had to do, but if you've seen yesterday's video, you know that I was a big fan of this palette. Really good quality. This palette is pretty reasonable. The packaging is so pretty, and it does feel luxurious, I must admit. Like, it does feel like a nice sturdy high-end eyeshadow palette, and guys, I really like this, and I definitely want to pick up the other one, which I believe was like the Feet in the Ground palette. That's like more of the gringy packaging, but I was really impressed with that. So that is everything that I bought throughout the month of October. I know it is an absolute crap ton of makeup and nobody needs that much, but for me, as I said, I'm a YouTuber and I just feel like I have to buy every new purchase to review for you guys, but it is what it is. I buy a lot of makeup and that is just the end of it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Let me know down below what you bought throughout the month of October to make me feel a little bit better about my purchases. And of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below and I will see you in my next video. Bye!